is where the fun begins.
What's up, guys? My name's Tony, aka Star Wars Sith, and welcome to another episode of Sith Talk, where we talk Star Wars news, rumors, and coming soons. Today we have on the show Gianni from the Gianni V YouTube channel. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. What's going on, Tone?
Chilling, man, chilling, man. So, tell us a little bit about your channel, what your channel focuses on, and where we can find you at.
Yeah, so I'm on all your major platforms, mainly YouTube, but it got me on Instagram and TikTok as well. My main focus is YouTube right now, and I love product reviews. I've always been a tech person and just like loving collecting things, which started years ago with like sneakers and hats and stuff like that. I got a huge sneaker collection. But then once that like just turned into like fandom and all that, just kind of dived into the Star Wars stuff. And so I've got a ton of, we review helmets, lightsabers, Legos, anything like that. We dive into it. And that's kind of the main focus of my channel. If you're going to look for me anywhere, you could just type in I am Gianni V across all platforms. You could find me or just Gianni V and I should pop up as well.
Nice. So for you guys watching and listening, I'm going to put the link to his channel down in the description. Definitely go check him out. So,
Appreciate it.
oh, of course. So everyone that comes on the show, they get 3 questions. Are you ready?
Let's roll.
So the first one is, what is your favorite Star Wars movie?
That's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot. So, I mean, I grew up and, Star Wars would always be like in the background, like playing on TV and stuff like that. Cause like when my dad was growing up, he was born in 66. So, the first trilogies came out about 10 years or so later. So just kind of grew up with it around, but then didn't really like dive into it. Honestly, my story is probably a little bit different than most people. So I kind of got into Star Wars a little bit later on into my life. It was always a thing, but never really like dove into it, right?
Yeah.
So I would say initially it was Revenge of the Sith. But then when Rogue One came out, Rogue One really like blew me back just because like the way it was shot, so cinematic,
Yeah.
and how it just moves into episode 4. I would say that's more my movie now. I mean, there's an emotional tie, with Revenge of the Sith, just because of like it came out in the early 2000s, and I remember when that dropped,
Yep.
But I would say if I would pick today, it would be Rogue One.
Nice. No, that's a banger. Rogue One is the best Disney Star Wars movie, period. So
To date, yeah.
Yeah, hands down. So for me, mine is definitely Revenge of the Sith because like you said, like I remember it like it was yesterday. Like I remember going to the movies Thursday midnight drop. It was just insane. It just that whole movie, man, from beginning to end, it just put you in the feels, man, the whole time. Such a classic,
I
man.
know.
Such a classic. Never could go wrong.
No, it really pulls at your heartstrings,
Yeah.
and it's just taking you through that journey of just love and passion and how that fear just, I don't know, it's just like the human story, like the human heart,
Yeah.
and it
Yeah.
just ties in with every one of us. So it's hard not to love Revenge of the Sith unless you're a prequel hater. But other
Yeah.
than that.
No, for sure. So the second question is, what is your favorite Star Wars show? It can only be one, live action or animated, but just one.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
So, hot take. I'm not a big animated person.
Oh. Uh-huh.
Hot take. So I'm gonna just due to my faithfulness to Kenobi, I'm gonna have to go with Obi-Wan. I'm a
Okay.
huge Kenobi fan. And that end battle scene with Vader is just, it blew me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, that joint was sick. So I would say Kenobi, but I mean it's really like 1A, 1B with Mando.
Okay.
Um,
Uh-huh.
You know, it's funny because I love animated like movies, anything Disney, Pixar, all that. Me
Yeah,
and my
yeah.
wife, we we live and breathe it. Ah, Rebels and Clone Wars, like I've seen it all, right? Because you
That's what I was
have
about
to.
to ask you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
seen it all because you have to. I need the information. I need to
Uh-huh.
know what's going on and where we're at. But it's not a rewatch for me.
Damn,
I
that's crazy.
know, and it's not because of the story. The story is dope, but
A1,
something about
yeah.
the animation, I just it loses me. Tales of a Jedi though, love that, and I know there's a
Yeah. Oh,
season
yeah.
2 I think coming up,
Yep.
and I've
Yep.
rewatched that like 3 times.
So that animation is the same as Bad Batch and season 7 of Clone Wars. So even season 7 of Clone Wars you can't rewatch because that's like that newest, latest animation.
So I'm kind of weird where even like with even with music, I'm like I listen to music and like albums, like an album.
Uh-huh.
Like one piece of work.
Yeah.
So if I'm listening to an album, I always start at track 1 and then I listen through it.
Uh-huh.
So I do the same thing with shows. I won't just like start in the middle of the
Oh.
season. If I'm gonna watch it, I'll watch it through and I'll start back at 1. It's a weird thing. So yeah, I do like Bad Batch.
Yeah.
I am wearing a Bad Batch hat.
Oh, that's dope. Is that what's that company called? Heroes and
Here
Villains?
it is.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is.
They make good stuff,
It
man.
is.
They make real good
They
stuff.
do. So I love Bad Batch. I get down with Bad Batch as well, but live action is my go-to. I think it's just because also like that's how it started, so it just feels more
Yeah, yeah.
natural. So
So
yeah,
you're telling me you've only seen the last 4 episodes of season 7, The Siege of Mandalore, once?
once.
Wow, bro, that's Revenge of the Sith 2.0 from the back animated. That's
I know. I
crazy. That's crazy.
know. I know. But anything live action I've seen, it's
Yeah, like
on
a
loop.
bunch. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that thing
yeah.
is just I'm cleaning the house and it's just playing.
Yeah. No, I got you. I got you.
Yep.
Wow.
I
So
know.
for
Hot take.
yeah, no, that's unique. At least you saw it all, because if you didn't, I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna judge you a little bit. Like, really, bro? Like, because you're missing out on some of the best stories ever out of
For
all
sure.
Clone Wars and Rebels. So for me, my favorite, I'm leaning more towards Rebels now, but it was Clone Wars. But like Rebels, just because of the story of that crew, everyone's in there, Vader, Leia, so Maul. So I'm leaning more towards Rebels,
Yeah.
especially with the Ahsoka coming out. It just brought the Rebels love back out of me. So,
Well,
but
you
yeah, I
need
rewatched.
Rebels
Yeah.
in order for Ahsoka. I mean, I think like
Oh,
Ahsoka, if I'm not
100%.
mistaken, is gonna be like Rebels like the next
Season
season,
5.
basically.
Yep. It's basically
You
season
know?
5. Yeah. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting for people that watch Mando and then go watch Ahsoka that have never seen Rebels, because they're gonna miss out like on a lot of storylines and history, especially when we see Ahsoka meet Sabine in live action that first time. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit
Dude.
hard.
So hard, especially because I believe there's like a time gap.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if you're watching the trailer, in a certain part of the trailer, Sabine's got long hair, and then it moves to
Yep.
another
Yep.
scene, and she's got short hair. And it's like she's like it's been a while, so there's gonna be a
Yep.
lot of history, and I always wonder if there's gonna be flashbacks.
I think a
You
lot
know
of
what I
flashbacks.
mean?
Like a lot.
And
Yeah.
and who are those flashbacks gonna be? Like, is it gonna be Anakin? Like, and how are they gonna do that? Are they gonna use Hayden? I don't know. It'd be dope
So
though.
I think they confirmed already like a while ago that Hayden is in the show. Like, so Hayden
Oh,
Christensen
word.
is in the yeah, like they confirmed that a while ago. We just don't know how, and I'm pretty sure it'll be either live action Clone Wars flashbacks or
Okay.
him as a Force ghost talking to Ahsoka. Either way is amazing. Yeah.
I'll take anything I could get.
Anything with the boy Hayden is gonna be mind blowing, like for sure. So
Dude, I'm so pumped. We're like 2 months away.
yeah, like 2 months and like a week or something like that. It's the 23rd of August, so literally
Yeah.
almost there. Yeah.
Phew. I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
So,
I might just have to like just rewatch Rebels just to like be refreshed,
oh,
you
it's
know?
only 4 seasons. Like it's way shorter than Clone Wars, so it's quick.
But Clone Wars, bro, was that 7 seasons?
Yeah, and some of those seasons were like 26 episodes, 22 episodes. They were
Man.
like deep,
Oh
deep.
yeah, a lot of I remember watching, I'm like, oh, I gotta watch this for the information, but
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
struggling.
yeah. Some of it, especially the first 2 seasons, I think for me, Clone Wars is season 3 and forward, it starts to hit a lot better. But yeah, you got to get through it,
Yeah,
man.
I know. I mean, but I do like this like the Anakin side of it, like that's
Oh
dope.
yeah,
Like all that information, like I said, the storyline really, I think, really pieced together like that portion
yeah,
of the story really well. And I think if it wasn't for Clone Wars, a lot of like the prequel stuff would have been kind of like patchy and hit or miss. So,
yeah.
we owe a lot to Clone Wars. But it's man, I just wish the animation was more like Tales of the Jedi or like I don't know, something like that.
No, for sure, for sure. So the last question is, who is your favorite character in all of Star Wars?
Easy. Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. Now, is it a preference on Alec or Ewan or just Obi-Wan in general?
Um Yeah, I like Ewan.
Uh-huh.
And not that I don't like Alec.
Oh yeah, 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 no.
It's just Ewan's my Obi-Wan. Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
our generation's Obi-Wan, so just
Yep.
used to that. And I don't know. I watched the prequels so many times
Hmm.
that he just I guess the backstory too, like where you seeing him and he's training Anakin and how he's just so sometimes he's very black and white with a lot of
Yep.
things, right? And very strict, and where Anakin wants to kind of like lean and he's like figuring it out in that wrestle. And sometimes I
Hmm.
feel I relate with Obi-Wan because like just different things with like my faith and stuff like that, where I'm like, I get it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I have a conversation with my wife, I'm like, nah, it's pretty black and white. Like, you know,
Yeah.
so I relate to that. So, and my wife's like, yeah, you and Obi would be boys. And I'm like, yeah, most likely.
Oh, that's awesome. That's so
Yep.
awesome. So no, that's a dope pick for sure. Mine is Darth Maul, bro. It started back in '98 when that trailer dropped before it released in '99. Just seeing him in the trailer hooked me. But then his story continuing in Clone Wars and in Rebels, he's just so badass, bro. I love Maul. I think he's underutilized and we should get more of him. But yeah, man, Darth Maul, that's my dude right there. That's my number one.
We don't have enough of him.
No, we don't. We don't, which is
Mm-mm.
crazy because he's such a dope villain and his story. Like, I would love to see like a Tales of the Sith animated, seeing a young Maul with Palpatine training. Like, come on, like,
Yeah.
please,
Dude,
please.
that'd be wild. I wonder, I haven't even looked it up. Acolyte, the show's coming out. I
Oh
wonder,
yeah,
do you know where that's gonna land in the timeline?
100 years before Phantom Menace.
Before me. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
before
So
Phantom Menace. It's 100 years before. So we probably won't. The only person that we would know would be Yoda. He's around, and supposedly Darth Plagueis the Wise, Palpatine's master,
Palpatine. Yeah.
could pop up in it. But I don't think Palps is around yet because it's 100 years before.
But
So
isn't Palp like 1,000 years old?
no, I don't think he's 1,000 years old. No, I don't think he's old like that. Yoda is, but Palps, I think he's just regular human with the Force, but the dark side.
Okay. Because I was
Yeah.
reading Revan. I'm in the middle of
Uh-huh.
Revan right now, and they're talking about like the Emperor and like overtaking it and all that. And they're saying that he's like a thousand years old, but they're not, but they don't specify if it's Palpatine. They just say the Emperor.
Yeah,
So
no, Yeah, maybe it's someone else, but like Palps, because like if he was, then everyone would be like, "Oh, he's gonna be an acolyte." But like everyone off rip is like, "Yeah, it's 100 years before." So Plagueis could be in it because his species is like a couple 100 years old, but Palps like a human. So yeah,
Yeah. Man.
but
That'd be
acolyte looks
dope.
looks looks fire though. We saw the trailer for it at London Celebration, and bro, it looks sick, man. It looks super sick
I
for
can't wait till
sure.
they release it. I can't
Yeah,
wait to see it. I'm
yeah.
pumped.
All right, so I got a bunch of articles we're gonna get into, but before I do, I
Let's
know
dive.
we met. Yeah, we met at ICC Con for the first time.
Yep.
So I know that was your first time there. It was my first time. What did you think of it? Did you enjoy it? I know you were only there for one day, but tell me your thoughts on ICC Con.
Yeah, honestly, for the size of the con, it was like small, very compact, but like a lot of
Hmm.
bang,
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the full Rebels cast. You got Pout, Uncle Pout in there, like all those
yeah,
guys. Like a lot of times when you have a con that's that small, you don't get a lot of these great actors to show up,
yeah.
right?
Nope. Mm-mm.
So that's dope. And they're only on their what, second or third
Fifth
year?
year. It's their fifth
Fifth
year.
year? Okay.
Yeah,
I knew they were relatively new. And so
that
to
was their first
have
year in that spot, though.
okay, that's what it was then. So to have that much like firepower at such a young age is dope. So I believe like the sky's the limit for
Yeah.
Nashville ICC because you don't really see that. Like even places like MegaCon out in Orlando and stuff like that,
Hmm.
like they get people, but I mean, they're the Orange County Convention Center. It's like it's
It's
massive
huge. Yep,
and
yep.
you got the same quality of talent. I mean, sure, obviously a little bit less because it's a smaller
Yeah,
thing, but same like tier of quality talent, like the full Rebels crew and all that. And the
yeah,
small
bro.
thing, it's a little bit more intimate. That's
Yeah,
dope. Like it's dope, and you get to really have time, to speak to these people and walk around and just kind of get intimate. Like I know you got like the X-wing and you got to get that sign and all that.
by the
Like
original
that's
designer. Yeah,
dude, the
that's
Godfather
crazy, man.
toys. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
insane. Um, where you wouldn't be able to have that time to do that anywhere else. So it's a special moment in Star Wars. So
yeah,
I think ICC Con is a gem. And if people are
yes,
not taking the time to like we did fly out to see it, they're really
yeah.
missing out, especially before it blows up because it's going to blow up.
Oh, it's gonna be like the next celebration, like 100%.
Yeah,
So like me going there like 10 minutes in, I was like, yo, I know I'm coming back next year. Just because like how
for
you
sure.
said, like it's small and compact, but just it packs a punch. So the tables there, the variety of stuff was trouble. It was all at good prices. Like I bought way too much stuff that I shouldn't have bought just because of the prices, which was crazy. And then like you said, the level of like people they had there, bro. I'm in the hall, the main exhibit hall where the vendors are. Bro, Palps walk right by me. The next day, freaking Daredevil is in the Ninja Turtle van taking a picture. Then he walks right past me, like, yo, that's freaking Matt Murdock right there. Like, it's crazy because like at MegaCon, you would never run into people like that. Like they would get bum rushed by the crowd.
Oh yeah.
So just to be casually strolling and have these guys just walking right by you was sick. And like you said, like they had the whole Rebels cast, and except for Freddie Prinze, who was supposed to go but he canceled last minute. But like the fact that they still had almost all of them there, there were autographs, photo ops. They did the panel was mind blowing, and like I got an autograph with all
Yeah.
of them, bro. I waited like nothing. I went from one down the line and just got all of them in a row. Like it was nothing. If that was MegaCon, bro, it would have been 2 to 3 hours per line waiting
Easy.
for an autograph,
Easy.
which is crazy.
Y-
So that experience, yeah, go ahead.
You need though the one and only. You need Chopper.
Oh, I know. I was talking with so many people about that. So that'll probably be impossible slash luck because like I got them all on a poster, so I want to get it signed on the poster with the because that's where all my autographs are. So I would
Right.
have to have that poster with me, and by the miracle of God, run into Dave Filoni somewhere and be quick enough to open the poster tube, take it out, take out a Sharpie, and ask him to sign it. Like, so the chances of that are slim. It's not impossible. So in Celebration Japan 2025, I'm gonna have it on me and I'm gonna have it ready to go just in case. Because so I ran into Dave twice at celebrations, but like
Oh,
it,
dope.
there were such quick moments. So at Anaheim last year, we were at the Star Wars night at Disney, and we were just sitting there waiting for the lightsaber meetup to start. And John and
Yep.
Dave walked right by in front of us. Like I was like, holy shit, that's John and Dave. Like I was just shocked, right? And then at
Yo,
lunch,
that's
yeah, bro.
crazy.
It's crazy. I was like, oh my God, John Fav. And I didn't even notice Dave was behind him. I was so in shock seeing John. They're like, yeah, Dave's there too. I'm like, yo, Filoni.
In
So
Orlando?
no, Anaheim Celebration 2022.
Oh,
The Star Wars night.
celebration.
Yeah. So I ran into him at that celebration. The next year, this year at London Celebration, I'm in the show store on the VIP night shopping. I missed him by 3 minutes because I'm in line ready to check out. If I would have been in the shop for 3 minutes more, John and Dave were in there. So my boy, while I was in line, he sent me a selfie he took with John and Dave. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I missed him by 3 minutes. So like meeting Dave isn't impossible. Those are already twice where I kind of was in 10 to 15 feet of him. So you
Yeah.
better believe in Japan, I'm gonna have an orange Sharpie out like at all times, and I'm gonna have that poster too, even when I'm running around the city. Cause yo, imagine I run into like Dave at like a sushi place in freaking Tokyo somewhere. Like, how crazy would that be, bro?
It'd be crazy. So this is what we're gonna do because I'm gonna be there. So we're gonna be
Yeah,
in Japan. We'll all have like walkie talkies. I'd be
I
like,
know,
all
right?
right, Tone, Dave, 11 o'clock coming your way, 4 miles an hour. Like
Yeah, man. We got to, man. So
that'd be wild.
yeah, it'd be super wild. But yeah, Chopper, I need to get Chopper. Freddie Prinz is the last one I need on that poster too. But he's coming to Tampa in October for Spookala Con, so I'll get his autograph there. But like at
Okay.
ICC Con, like we were saying, it just being able to spend that one-on-one time with these people was crazy. So Steve Bloom, who does Zeb, I was telling him that, man, when I was watching Mando, that when he popped up on Mando, I was shocked and blown away. And then I told him I had a really crazy reaction to it. Can I show it to you? And he was like, oh yeah, you recorded it? Yeah. So I brought it up on my phone. I showed him my 1 minute reaction to him, and he loved it. He was like, thank you for showing that to me. Tag me in that. I want to share it. Like, he appreciated that so much. And you better believe at MegaCon, they would be like, autograph and keep you moving. Like, I wouldn't be able to talk to him, show him a video clip from my phone. Like,
No
that
shot.
moments like that are priceless. And another reason why next year at ICC Con, like, I'm probably gonna get an autograph from everyone that's there, just because like to be able to meet them like that and that one-on-one experience is nuts.
Oh yeah. You don't really get those opportunities, especially like Star Wars. I don't want to say like we're in the golden age, but Star Wars is in a place where it is kind of on the ramp up again because there were so many gaps
Yeah,
in
yeah,
time where it
yeah.
was on like a hiatus, where now it's like it's full on, like we're almost getting something every year or multiple things a year, and there's just so many things going on
Uh-huh.
where it's going to be less and less of an opportunity where you're going to be able to do those things. So we,
Yeah,
we got to jump on it now because in 5-10 years for to get these autographs is going to be next to impossible.
I know. Or like triple the price. Something crazy.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's already expensive.
yeah, yeah. So it's gonna be exciting to see who they get next year. So last year they had the Clone Wars cast there. So like Ashley was there, Matt Lancer was there, James Arnold Taylor, I think Billy D was there too. They were all there, or Dean, but D Bradley Baker, that's what I meant. But that
Mm-hmm.
that was crazy. And they had C3PO was there last year, Palps was there last year.
uh
So like next year, it'd be sick if they brought the Rebels cast again and got the Clone Wars cast there and some more. I guess we'll see. But um yeah, man. That's dope though. You had a blast. You gonna go next year to ICC Con?
Yeah, no, I should be there. It's easy too because I have like two of my best friends live in Nashville.
Yeah.
Um, So it's easy. Like I got 2 places to stay,
Nice.
easy peasy. You know what I mean? And it was actually my first time in Nashville, so that was dope. And because they just moved over there within the past like year or so, it's easy. And then where there's a small airport like right around the corner, like 30, 40 minutes from where I'm at, and
Mhm.
it's super cheap to fly over there.
Oh,
So
nice. Nice.
yeah, so it's dope. So I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm going for sure. I think I'm gonna drive this time with my boy. It's not that bad. I think from here it'd be like 9.5 hours. But if I split it with
Okay.
someone, it's not bad. But the reason I want to drive is because I saw so many ships and vehicles I wanted to buy, but big boxes, bro.
Can't
So
fly.
yeah, exactly. So we're driving and we're loading up that car coming back because my boy there at the show, the HasLab Razor Crest that goes for like 6, 750, 800 sometimes. Bro, he got
Yeah.
it for 400 sealed, brand new. Bro,
That's
that's like
insane.
retail. That's retail. That's
You got
that's
that thing for
crazy.
free.
Yeah, that thing is crazy. So we're going for sure. We're gonna drive. So I can't wait, man. I cannot wait.
Yeah, just take a van. Screw it.
Right?
Just
Yeah.
load it up in the back. Yeah,
Ex-
yeah. That's a long drive though.
it is, but like I mean, we'll probably like do something like leave at like 2, 3 in the morning. That way when we get there, it'll be like 11, 12, and then kind of just check in the hotel, just chill. So that first day will be just for traveling. But it's just mainly just to get stuff because like I don't want to go and see something because I saw a lot of gunships and I saw a couple that I was missing, and some of the prices were like insane. So I don't want to go and miss the opportunity to get like something crazy at a crazy price. So especially those vehicles because
Yeah.
there's a few that I'm missing.
No, you're right. There's so many things that I wanted to purchase, and I was just like, how? How
Exactly.
am I
Yeah.
gonna get that home? So then I was like, should I just like go to the post office and just like mail it to myself and stuff like that? But I ended up like not pulling the trigger on really anything. I just got some
Yeah.
like t-shirts, and I did do a crazy like patch hunt. I'm building like a X-wing flight
Oh,
like
the
denim
jacket.
jacket.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I got a bunch of like patches and stuff like that. So that's easy to fly with. You know what I mean? Just throw that in the luggage
Yeah,
and you're
exactly.
straight.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, there's no way, for lightsabers or ships or big boxes, like you're stuck.
I know. I know. So I
Yeah.
know you said you're planning to go to Celebration Japan 2025. Have you been
It's the
to
plan.
Celebration before or no?
No, this will be the first one.
Oh, bro. So
Ah,
what?
it's a big deal.
Once you go to Celebration, you don't want to miss because when I did my first one in 2017 in Orlando, I didn't know much about Celebration. I was just living in Orlando and I saw advertisements, banners on iDrive for it. And I'm like, what the hell is Celebration? So I hit my boy
Yeah.
up, we went, and that's how it started. And I have not missed since 2017. So super hyped for Japan. I can't wait till we get more info so we can keep dropping videos and knowledge on it. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be
So
a crazy, yeah,
so from 2017, we're talking Orlando, what, Anaheim or Chicago, Anaheim, then London?
and London. Yep, those four.
Okay. Yep, yep,
Yep.
yep. That's dope.
Yeah, man. Like I have not missed, and oh, bro, you're gonna have a blast, man. You're gonna it's ICC on steroids. Um, it's insane. It's insane.
Now,
Like you
my
have to
question
plan
though
for
is,
it.
who puts it on? Like, is it Lucasfilm
I
Disney?
think it's yeah, it's Lucasfilm, Disney, and Reed Pop. Reed Pop does like New York Comic Con. I think they do
Right.
MegaCon too, but that's the company they partner with. But no, it's official Lucasfilm and Disney. That's what they use to reveal trailers, shows, announcements. Like that's their platform. So like that and like D23 is like those are their conventions that they utilize for the fans and stuff. So yeah, it's
That
Lucasfilm
makes
and Disney.
sense.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
like
the best of the
official.
best.
Yeah. That's why they
Yeah.
have all the stars there. That's why you get the trailer reveals there for the shows, for the movies. It's there. It's their thing. That's why. Yeah.
Dude, that's the next level. I mean, because when I go to like MegaCon and all these, different conventions, I'm only really there for Star Wars. So
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
care
and
for
there's
the
barely
anime.
any. Yeah.
Yeah, there's barely
There's
any.
Yep, there's a little 501st section at every convention, which I spend most of the time there. And then
That's
other
it.
than no celebration is everywhere you go, every corner you look at, Star Wars. That's why I love it because like no matter where you go, what cosplay you see, you know what everything is. At like MegaCon, New York Comic Con, I know the Star Wars cosplay. I know the Marvel DC. I don't know nothing about anime. So all these anime people walking around, I don't know nothing. So I can't relate to them. But at Celebration,
Right.
it's not that. You relate to everybody. So
See, that's cool. That's cool. I was dying to go to London, but it just like I just couldn't with work. And like when I found out
yeah,
about it, it was like too late. And I was looking at tickets and there's still tickets left. And it just didn't work out. But I got a connection. I got a pretty good friend that he actually works for Marvel. So he had a friend over there. So they were to get me a
nice.
t-shirt.
Oh, nice, nice. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So I got a t-shirt hanging up in the closet. Never even put it on. I'm like, I'm just gonna let you be,
Yeah.
collect you. It has all the logos of all the from Dawn of the Jedi all the way down to the Ray movie.
Yeah.
It's all of
Oh,
them down the
nice.
back. It's pretty cool. And it says like Star Wars Celebration.
Oh, that's dope. Super dope.
Yeah, it's sick. It's super sick.
All right. So the first article we're gonna get into today is the big news from like yesterday and today. So the 2025 Daisy Ridley movie was pushed to 2026, right?
Hmm.
So when I saw that, I was like, man, what's going on? You know, right away I kind of thought the worst. But then more news came out with that. So like it's kind of crazy. I don't know if it's good or bad. We're gonna see your take on it, but 2026 now has two Star Wars movies, one in May,
Hmm.
May 22nd, and then one at Christmas, December 18th. So what they're speculating is since the Daisy movie is kind of like in production or they're working on it now, that that's going to be the first movie in May, and that the December movie is the Filoni movie. But then the kicker
Hmm.
is if you look at 2027, there's another Star Wars movie on
In December.
12/17, which is probably that Dawn of the Jedi movie. So that's literally three movies crammed into 18 months, let alone in 2026, two movies 6 months apart. What do you think of that, bro? Because that's like kind of a lot to take in. That says it all right there.
I don't like it. I don't like it. So
Yeah.
it's it's too much to digest at once. I mean, because also too, it's not just like okay, yeah, there's a year or between these two movies, but then you only got 6 months or so between these two. It's more than that because like it takes time for like Hasbro and whoever to like come out with their merch. Sometimes it's a full
Yeah.
year later, with
Yep.
Black Series and stuff like that. So there's going to be, especially for like the casual fans, I feel like it's going to be kind of messy and they're not going to know what's going to belong to what. They're just going to be like, oh, it's
Oh,
Star Wars, right?
yeah.
So like for us, we're going to know, oh, yep, that goes to this goes to that.
Yeah. Yep.
But it's going to be too much at once. And the casual fan or the person who's like, oh, yeah, like it's Star Wars, like let's check it out. They're not going to know. And I think that's going to get a little messy. And also, too, now we're going to have three movies in 2 years. Then when's the next movies after that? You're compressing
Yeah.
everything in such a short amount of time. What's going to be the next gap? Is it going to be another five, ten
Yeah.
years? Where are we at with that? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I wish it was just going to be like they would have just did either May, or May,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
next
Yeah. Yeah.
the next December, then December or whatever. Um, I'm not a fan, but I also understand. I think it's probably due to maybe the writer's strike that's
That I
going
think
on at the
that's why
moment.
the first one got pushed back. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. And they're probably like, well, we're gonna push it out as soon as it's ready because I know like Disney right now is focusing on all their major IPs at the moment.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I get it. It's probably business. They can't shelf a movie for too long. They want to get it out because of press and all this
Mhm.
stuff. So it's probably for the better, but I wish if we didn't have the writer's strike, the original plan would have probably been one movie a year for the next 3 years. I would have preferred that, but hey, I'm never gonna say no to more content. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, for
So
sure.
that's where I'm at.
And like how you mentioned like the normies, like the casual fan, I wasn't even
Yeah,
thinking about them. They're gonna be so confused. So like if they see Ray in the first movie but older, oh okay. But then they go to Filoni's movie that's gonna have Ahsoka and Mando and all this stuff, and then they're gonna go
right.
to the next movie the next year, which is Dawn of the Jedi, thousands of years before all this. They're gonna be so lost in that 18
Yeah,
month period.
yeah,
So I didn't think of that. So I like part of me is like it's too close, but then I think I would be more mad if Filoni's movie got pushed to 2027 to spread it out and they just did Ray in 2026 cuz I'm more excited for that. Like I don't know why they don't do that one first. Get everyone hyped and happy cuz it almost feels in a way where they don't trust the Daisy movie and they're like, "Okay, if that movie bombs for some reason, they're gonna have
yeah. Back
Filoni in
up.
6 months." Yeah, that's what it kind of feels like because we know Filoni's movie is gonna hit no matter what.
Yeah,
Ray's movie,
no
I
doubt.
hope it's good. I hope they learn from it, but it's kind of like it's weird. And then I don't know if you peeped, but Avengers Kang Dynasty drops 3 weeks before uh the Ray movie. So like you're competing with Avengers and Marvel
That's crazy.
and like why wouldn't the Star Wars movie be May 1st, closer to May the 4th? Like everyone's gonna be in a Star Wars mood around then. Like why not have it closer to May the 4th?
Yo, yeah, that's crazy. I didn't even peep that.
Yeah,
Didn't
man.
even peep the Kang Dynasty thing. And the other thing too is like Kang Dynasty is like up in the air with the whole legal thing
Yeah, I think
with the
that's why
main
I got
actor.
pushed back. Yeah, I think it got pushed back because of him. So I think they're changing it and redoing it. So who knows? But bro, that's crazy.
I
In the
don't know if that's
same
good
month.
business.
No, like don't you want to spread that out?
No, because now you're gonna have your two biggest IPs battling
Fighting
each
for
other.
yeah.
Doesn't make sense because a lot of Star Wars fans are also Marvel fans.
Yeah, exactly.
So that doesn't doesn't make sense to me. But I mean, I'm not Disney. You know what I mean? I'm not a multi-billion-dollar company, so but that doesn't make
Yeah.
sense to me. But because
So
movies are back now, like
yeah. Oh yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah.
Across the Universe did like what 120 million first weekend.
Yeah,
Um,
something crazy. And that movie was just as good as No Way Home. That movie was insane. You saw it?
oh yeah, it was
Oh
dope.
yeah. Yo, amazing. Freaking amazing.
I actually got the shoes in the mail like about a week ago.
Nice. You saw
Yeah,
the one part in the movie where he was wearing them for a split second? Or did you miss
and
that
a
part?
glitch.
It glitched to the real life shoe and then it
Yep,
glitched back. I saw it and I'm
yep.
like, damn it, now that shoe is gonna skyrocket in price because it's in
Oh
the
yeah,
movie,
oh
which is
yeah, yeah. I
crazy.
got them chilling. I had the original ones,
Those were fire.
but the price was like through the roof, and I was like,
Yeah.
I guess I made a pretty penny.
Yeah. No, the original one's crazy. But
Yeah, so it's dope.
but yeah, I'm sure all this can change, but this is like tentatively what they're looking at now, which is crazy. But it's still 2 years away. More no, more than that. But I mean, I guess we'll see. But
It probably
I have a
depends too,
feeling
like when this writer strike's gonna end.
that yeah, because if it ends quicker, maybe some of that stuff could get pushed up.
Right.
Um, I guess we'll see, bro. But so that dropped, and so speaking of the Ray movie, there is a big rumor that Idris Alba is in talks to be the villain in this movie, right? So
I
what do you
love
think
it.
about that, bro? Yeah, right,
I love it.
right.
He's such a dope actor.
He is in everything he
You ever
does.
see everything? You ever seen that movie? I think it's called like I don't know if it's Cocaine Cowboy or it's like where the cowboys in Philly.
Uh huh. I don't think I've
Have you
seen it.
seen
I think I know
that?
what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about.
That movie's wild.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
No, he's
if you
he's good
ain't
in
seen it, you
everything.
gotta see it.
The
He's
Wire.
beast,
You
bro.
seen the show The Wire,
Yep.
bro? He killed it in there too, man. So
And he could play both. Like he can play good,
good
bad, and
or
like
bad.
he's just such a good actor.
he's got range. So when I saw that, it made me happy. So it doesn't say specifically like if he's going to be a Force user, dark side, a Sith, or maybe just a regular bad guy or whatever. But he's just in talks to be the villain. So right away, I threw it into AI. I wanted to see him as a Sith Lord. So I
Stop.
got some fire. And like, look at that. Doesn't that just look so? Look right. Like, look at that, bro. I threw
Yo,
that into
that's
AI.
crazy.
So I got three of them I'm gonna show you, but like that was the first one that popped out, and I'm like, yo, because sometimes AI when you give them an actor's name, it doesn't look
Yep.
like them, bro. That's him. That's his face,
Nah, that's him.
100%.
Straight up. Straight up.
So that's the first one. This one with the black, so like him as a Sith, like look how dope that looks.
Oh, dude, if they, man, that movie will blow up
Just for
if it's
for
done right,
his fans will
for
go just to
sure.
see him and show support. And this is the last one, bro. They just all came out crazy, man.
That yellow, he
So
got that Jedi Temple Guard
the
color
Temple Guard, yeah, yeah. So
there.
I guess we'll see if they do bring him in. That'd be awesome. But yeah,
I would love
that's
it.
what. Yeah,
I'd love it.
yeah,
I'd be a full supporter of that. I mean, because what's cool is like he's a big actor, but he's not like The Rock, right?
yeah.
And so I feel like Star Wars does a really good job of bringing in certain actors where they're not going to overpower the movie with their fame. I mean, obviously minus like Samuel L. Jackson and stuff like that, but at least
But
his
he was there in the
role
beginning, though.
wasn't
Yeah, yeah,
huge. You
yeah.
know,
Like
um,
Tom Cruise, you couldn't bring Tom Cruise in.
it wouldn't work.
Too
It
big of an
wouldn't work.
ego.
Yeah. So where I think he's big, but he's not like crazy blockbuster big,
Yeah,
where
yeah, yeah.
it'll work perfectly.
Yep. So I
I'm
saw
good with it.
that. That made me so happy, bro. So I guess we'll see if it's true, and if we get more info on that, that'll be dope too. So
What movie are they thinking for that?
the Ray's movie, he's gonna be the bad guy in the Ray movie.
Ray's movie. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yep.
Do you think they're gonna bring Finn back?
So I pray that they do. And in
Mm-hmm.
my live earlier today, they were saying that someone mentioned, well, what if they bring Finn back and he turns to the dark side? And it's him and Idris Alba, like they're like villains together. And someone else commented, yeah, what if like Idris is like his older brother and turns him, or like some crazy shit like that? And I was like, yo, like I'm thinking Finn coming back. He's a Jedi with Ray with a lightsaber, green,
Yeah,
blue, whatever. I didn't even picture him turning to the dark side, red blade, like what? So I hope they bring
dude.
Finn back. I feel like that was a lost opportunity. A stormtrooper turned Jedi. It's such a sick story, and it was
Yo, yeah.
wasted. So I hope they bring him back.
I do too. Imagine if it's just one epic battle of Finn and Ray at the end.
Yo, that'd be so sick.
That'd be
So
wild.
sick. Yeah.
I saw a rendering of Finn as a Jedi,
Uh-huh.
and it was dope. And he had like these awesome like dreadlocks, like tied
Yeah.
back, and he
Uh-huh.
looked dope. I was like, please, for the love of everything, I need this.
I know, man. Hopefully they bring him back. I hope they do. So, did you see the trailer and the gameplay for the new open world Star Wars Outlaw game?
I haven't seen the gameplay, but I did see bits and pieces of the trailer with work and everything like that. Have been crazy, but I do know
Mhm.
that there's been some like controversy a little bit, and I don't know, like, is it because the character is like female, which if it is, that's stupid.
Yeah. So it's not real controversy. It's like that fake controversy. So I think there are some people upset that it's a female, but I guess you could only play as the female, and that's it. So like for it to be
Oh,
an
okay.
open world game, it's not like you could pick a character, customize them for you. I guess this
Yeah.
game is kind of open world, but you're her the whole time. So I guess some people are upset about that because they don't want to play as a
Yeah.
chick. Now me, it bothers me a little bit. Not that she's a chick, but she doesn't have the force or a lightsaber. So like in a Star Wars game, I love running around and messing stuff up with the lightsaber. Like that's what I like
It's
to
the
do.
it's the best
So
part.
Yeah. So in this, I'm just worried about replay and like after a while, is it gonna get old if you're just a girl sneaking around using a gun? Some of the gameplay did look fun, but I still worry about over a long period of time it getting a little boring because there's not a lot of customization and things like that.
See, I didn't know all that. I haven't like really dove into it. Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
if you can't customize your player, like if you know the fact that it's a girl, like that doesn't bother me at all.
No,
But if
no.
if I'm
Yeah.
gonna make it open world, I'm gonna make it so it feels like I'm the one,
My
like
world.
you know,
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
It's my world, and so yeah, I get that. That kind of sucks. And if you don't have the force and no lightsaber, like what's the point?
I know. I mean, so there was watch the gameplay. There was some really, really dope stuff. Like there was a part where she's in a bar and like some Imperials are trying to get her. So she walks out, hops on her speeder bike. So you're literally riding around with the speeder bike, shooting people and doing stuff. So that looked real fun.
Yeah.
Also, when you get into your ship, you actually fly into space. You know how in other games it's just cutscenes and you get to the next planet. This
Yep. Yep.
you actually fly, and she flew into space, and there's like a space battle. So you're avoiding and dodging and ducking and stuff like that. So
That's
that was
dope.
kind of cool because it's kind of like Rogue Squadron mixed with Jedi Survivor almost, but no
Yep.
force that we've seen yet. So um yeah, that's pretty much like the little controversy I guess you could say behind it. But
I guess we'll
I guess
see. I guess we'll
yeah,
see.
we'll see, man. We'll see.
Graphics look great though.
Oh yeah, that looks amazing. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Visually, it looks beautiful. So we'll see how long it lasts story wise.
Yeah. Well, I'm hopeful, you know. I'm not a big video game person though.
Yeah.
I used to be. I used to live on video games, playing, you know, just hours and hours and hours.
Uh huh.
But now with like work and you know the whole thing, like I get home, we try to go to the gym. By the time I get home and we like cook dinner and do little things around the house, it's already 8 o'clock
Yeah.
at night. Like, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
so stuff like that. And then on the weekends, when I have like actual free time, I'm recording videos. So, you know, recording and then the little bit I'm editing and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I'm really just prioritizing like my goals and dreams with YouTube.
Nice.
So I wish I had more time. Like I have the games and the Xbox and I'll play, but honestly, the last time I turned on that Xbox was probably, man, 6 or 7 months ago.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same too. Like, I don't play like a lot of video games, but I play like the same 3 or 4 games, and that's it. Like, I'm old
Yeah,
school.
for sure.
Nintendo, give me Legend of Zelda, Mario, Pokemon games. On
Oh yeah.
PlayStation, just Spider Man or Star Wars. I don't really mess with nothing else. Like, I don't really
Yep.
play 2K or Call of Duty. It's just Spider Man, Star
Yeah.
Wars, Zelda, Mario, like OG stuff. So before Survivor
Same.
came out, I probably didn't put my PS5 on for like 6, 7 months. Like at one point, I'm like, should I just sell it? I don't even use it. But then Survivor came out, and then Spider-Man 2 is coming out. I'm like, all right, I guess I do need it because both of those are next gen only.
For
So
sure.
yeah,
No, for sure. Yeah, like back in the day, like I've been always like either all Nintendo. I've always had Nintendo and Xbox.
hmm
So when I moved into Xbox, I played a lot of Call of Duty and a lot of like Gears of War.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I lived on Gears of War for that's all I played. I
yeah.
had the Xbox and one game. It's like all I played. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, I mean now if I'm gonna play video games, it's only gonna be Star Wars just because that's just my life now. But
yeah.
um, yeah, what we got here? Ahsoka season one.
So the release date, you saw the release date, right? That dropped with the little teaser.
Is it like 20 something?
Yeah, so it drops August 23rd, which I'm glad they gave us the date, but like, bro, that's almost September. Give us the first week of August. We're gonna get to August 1st, Ahsoka month, and have to wait 3 more weeks. Which, like, come on, I just want it like now. But yeah, August
Yeah,
23rd is the first episode. The finale lands on October 11th, so stretched out over those few months. But
but
eight
that's cool because
episodes.
are we gonna get
Yeah.
Skeleton Crew?
Skeleton Crew, I believe, is going to be the end of the year. There's no official date. it'll probably be either late November or maybe like late December, like they did Book of Boba Fett that one year, wasn't it? Like at the end of the year,
Hmm.
but it was basically
Yeah.
the beginning of next year. So they did still say Skeleton Crew is dropping this year. We got the trailer for
Okay.
that at Celebration too. That's another reason, bro. You got to get to Celebration. So that first day, the Lucasfilm Showcase panel, we got the Ahsoka trailer, we got the Acolyte trailer, we got the Skeleton Crew trailer, we got Bad Batch season 3 trailer, we got I want to say something else. Like it was like overwhelming, bro. It was like wow, and all the
How do
movie
you
announcements too.
how do you keep it all straight? I would get
Huh?
home and I'd be like, I don't remember what's what.
Bro,
It's
it
too
was
much.
crazy. It was too much in a good way. So yeah, man. Skeleton Crew looks fun. It looks
I
like
wonder when they're gonna drop that trailer.
I know. They're probably waiting until I don't know, bro. Honestly, I have no idea what they're waiting for.
Maybe
No idea.
middle of Ahsoka or something
M-
like that.
maybe, possibly, but it
Or
looked
there might be a gap, right? There's probably gonna be what, a month and a half or so gap
oh,
between
it'll
before the
probably be
next
yeah,
one starts. So they'll probably drop it like right after Ahsoka ends.
it's done. Yeah, like late October or early November, they'll drop the trailer and then it'll release like
Yep.
the week of Christmas or something like that. Probably do something like that. Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. That'd be cool. I'll be down for that.
So there's that. And then they kind of confirmed like nine main characters you'll see in there, which we all kind of
Mm-hmm.
knew and saw in the trailer, but Ahsoka, clearly in the
Yep.
Ahsoka show. Sabine,
Oh
so
yeah.
good old Sabine. Hera, which I'm glad we got to see her in the trailer because at Anaheim Celebration in 2022, they gave us a little teaser of the Ahsoka, and they only started recording like a week before Celebration 2022. So we saw
Okay.
like a little clip they put together of a week's worth of footage that they had, and we seen Hera in it, but it was from the back. We saw her in the Ghost walking, and we saw the flight jacket, the green Lekus from the back, and we knew it was Hera off rip. So it's nice a year later to finally see her and how
Yeah.
it's Obi-Wan's wife is uh is her in real life.
Yeah. Now, how do you feel about like who they chose to do it, right? Because it's hard sometimes going from animation to live action and it feeling right. Like I feel like Ahsoka with Rosario Dawson, like that was perfect.
Yeah,
Like I
it
feel
worked
like
out
she
good.
looks, Um,
Yeah.
I look at her and I'm like, I'm not. I still haven't like bridged the gap. You know?
For Hera,
Yeah.
so I mean, of course, I would always prefer, if possible, if they could get the voice actor, because it would just feel so seamless and natural, like how they did it with Bo-Katan, Lars
Yep.
Mikkelsen as Thrawn. They've done it, but like I know it always doesn't work out. So with Hera, like, yeah, I think it's kind of weird seeing her because we just know her as animated to live action. So like this is the first look. I think over time it'll get better. The main thing is the voice. We need to hear how she sounds. And like in Rebels, whenever she would get really, really mad or whenever she
She
was
has the
around her
accent.
family, she would have like the Jamaican Caribbean island accent.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be paying close attention in 8 episodes. If I don't hear it, I'm gonna be a little bit let down because that was a big part.
Mm-hmm.
Because when she was with her dad and arguing, man, she sounded like she was from the island, man. So I
Yep.
guess we'll see the voice how that is. So I'm leaving
That'll
judgment
be
till
Yeah, that'll be a missed opportunity if they don't like kind of work that in somehow.
yes, like her getting mad at Chopper for something and that accent just slipping ever so slightly where you could kind of
Yep.
hear it. So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll see. And the shots in the
We'll see.
trailer, they're like quick like this, so we don't get like really good like still of her or her talking to kind of see how
No.
it matches up with how she looks.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
To be
So
determined.
R.I.P. to Ray
I
Stevenson, Balin.
know. How sad is that?
Yeah, man. And he was at Celebration. He came out on stage at that panel. So I got to see him talk and he was excited and happy. And it was funny because he was almost gonna start saying stuff, but then Filoni looked over at him and was like, man, you got to be quiet. This is Star Wars. Like, you can't tell them everything. So it was just, it was cool having that moment with them. But yeah, man, that's so sad, bro.
Like watching this is going to be weird because I remember um which movie was it? When we were watching like Leia,
Uh
and
huh.
where she passes, and you're like, man, like this person's like no longer here, but like we're
Yeah.
watching
Yeah.
this movie and she's there, and it's going to be the same thing with this. Like, we're going to be watching this epic scenes of battle and whatever, and like this person's no longer with us, and that breaks my heart.
Yeah, and especially in the show, if he like actually dies in the show, it's gonna make that moment hit even more. Cause
Oh.
like, yeah. So I wonder if he like survives the whole show. So somebody said supposedly they're reshooting some stuff at the end, so maybe he did survive and there was something at the end, and maybe they're doing reshoots because it wouldn't make sense for like future stories.
Mm,
I don't
right.
know. I guess we'll see.
That'd be interesting. I wonder.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
We'll
then
see.
Shin, who I think is like his little Padawan, because in one of the scenes in the trailer, she has a Padawan braid. So I think she is
Uh
kind of a apprentice to Balin. So
So if they have a Padawan braid and isn't that only Jedi? It's not
I,
Sith.
yeah, but I so they confirmed he is an Order 66 survivor who turned mercenary. So technically he's not a Sith. He just, I guess he'd be classified maybe as like a dark Jedi or a gray Jedi. So I don't know what her
Yeah.
story is. Maybe she escaped too, or maybe once he escaped, he kind of took her on young, and then they both eventually just became mercenaries, like living that rough life on the Outer
Yeah.
Rim. I guess we'll learn more in the show for sure.
That's probably why their lightsabers are orange.
Yeah, and not fully red. And Filoni even mentioned that somebody caught
Yep.
that, and that's why. So there's a lot to learn about both of them, and I'm excited to see that, especially if they talk about the orange and kyber crystals, and like it's gonna be really really cool to see that.
The Kyber crystals, bro, is a missed opportunity in all the movies. Like obviously we see it in like the books and like some
Yo,
animations and stuff like that, but they don't talk about it at all. They don't talk about like how they get it, like does it coming from the temple, like like all the building the lightsabers, like they don't talk about
yeah,
any of that. It's a missed
nah,
opportunity, and like I'm geeked out. Like I want to
there's a
know.
little bit of it in Clone Wars where they like when Yoda takes the younglings to Ilum to get their kyber crystals because it has to call out to them. But like
Right.
for the Sith, like supposedly they bleed their crystals to become red, right?
Yep.
Have you played Survivor? Have you finished Survivor?
Like halfway, dude.
Oh, you care
Yeah.
about a spoiler that's kyber crystal related, or you want to get to that
No,
part?
like I is it like because I know like they pour like all their rage and their hate into it and it bleeds and it turns red,
So
right?
So there's a part in Survivor where when Cal frees that guy, he has his lightsaber with a regular kyber crystal, and he's so mad and angry at the Jedi. You see him bleed his crystal, like in the game, which we've never
Right.
in any media, like in the books. I'm pretty sure they talk about bleeding crystals, this and that, but you see his crystal and he bleeds it, and Cal's like, "No, don't do it." So that was insane to see a kyber crystal bled, like. So we haven't seen that in live action, which would be insane. So it'd be cool to see that, but yeah, you see it in the game.
Yeah, okay. Because I know like in Rebels, doesn't when Ezra is in the temple,
Hmm.
doesn't I forget because it's been a while, but isn't there like doesn't the temple like either bestow a crystal upon him or something like that?
It's
It's been a while.
him and Maul. They're breaking in to get the Sith holocron, so they
Right.
got the square Sith holocron. Yeah, so there's no
Hmm.
crystal or nothing like that. But I
No
mean,
crystal. Okay.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, it's kind of similar because you technically you should be a Sith to use and like open that and to get knowledge
Yeah.
from it. And he kept it, and he's in his
Right.
room with his haircut all emo, using the Sith holocron. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh boy.
We got Morgan Elsbeth. So she works for Thrawn because remember that episode of Mando when Ahsoka
Yep.
was trying to find Thrawn. So she's gonna be in there,
Yeah.
and technically, I think they confirmed she's a Night Sister. So that might be
Oh,
cool stuff if she's from Dathomir and does magic, and we see like her Night Sister sisters. It could be some fire stuff with her.
dude, that's gonna be dope.
Hu Yang, so he was
Hu
in Clone
Yang.
Wars, the episode with all the younglings building their lightsabers with the little Gunji, the Wookiee was building his, and all of them.
Yep.
So he's voiced by David Tennant, who's from Doctor Who. He was in Jessica Jones. Like David Tennant's a legend, bro. Legend.
Yeah, for sure. No doubt about that. Thrawn.
Thrawn himself, played by Lars, which is beautiful. Even if it looks a little weird at first, it doesn't matter because the minute he speaks, you're gonna be so like absorbed in his voice and his essence. It's not gonna matter. So I'm hyped for that, bro. Hyped
Oh
for
yeah,
Lars.
for sure. Have you started reading the books?
I have one of them. I think actually I have a bunch of them. I started reading them, but I have this bad problem where I'll start a book and never finish it, and then start another book and then never
Yeah.
finish that. So I probably have a good like 30 different Star Wars books. I've only read one completely, and it is an amazing book. It's Dooku Jedi Lost. So if you don't have
Okay.
that or haven't read it, bro, it is insane. Dooku's a savage. Him training Asajj and sending Asajj on crazy missions is crazy.
Yep.
It talks about Dooku younger being trained by Yoda, and like Sifo Dyas is his boy, who we hear the name Sifo Dyas in the prequels, but you learn more about him there, and there's stuff with Qui
Cool.
Gon. It's a sick book, man. It's a sick book for sure.
I'll have to check it out. So one thing I've been doing is with when I'm reading my books. So
Hmm.
like currently now I'm in the middle of Revan and it's dope because if you get the audiobook, so I have the physical book,
Yeah,
but if you get the audiobook, you can buy it or rent it in the library or whatever.
yeah,
It's like a cinematic experience. So
it
I'm
is. It is.
reading it, but I'm also listening to it, and it's got sound effects and
Oh, at the same
blasters and
time.
yeah.
Oh, I've never thought of that or tried that.
So it's dope
Oh,
because it feels like a movie, like, and I'm reading it, but I'm hearing it, and it's just done so beautifully because each like character has their own voice.
yeah,
It's not
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
Mhm.
one actor or one just reading through it, and it's just it. I don't know. I'm engulfed in this world. It's dope. So that'll get you through books because it just you don't get bored. It's
Yeah.
sick. It's sick.
So, the Darth Maul book, I heard the audiobook is narrated by Sam Witwer. So like that has to
Yeah.
be crazy because he's Maul. Like what?
Yeah.
So a whole book of Sam reading it to you as Maul. Yeah, I gotta get into that, man. I'm slacking. I'm slacking for sure.
And they have all the books, little tip.
Oh,
Like I
everything.
like to physically have the book. So
Uh-huh.
what I do is
Me
I'll
too.
buy the physical, but I have my library card and I just check
Mhm.
it out. I check the audio out. And it's
Nice,
just an
nice.
it's just an app. So I just put my headphones on and I'm just like boop,
Yeah.
crushing it. It's dope.
So the last one confirmed is Ezra Bridger. So with this, we haven't seen him yet. This part is from the trailer, the little
Yep.
hologram. That's all they showed us. Do you think we're gonna see him before the show drops, or we won't see him until that episode that he pops up in?
Nah, I think they're gonna hold them.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna hold him. Now, I haven't dove in. Is the actor that's Ezra? It's not the same person as the voice, right?
Nah, it's not Taylor Gray. I just met him at ICC Con, bro.
Yep.
So when I was in line, every time I heard him talk to somebody, it was insane. Because I'm rewatching Rebels right now, and like his regular normal voice is Ezra. So I'm like, holy shit, like that's Ezra talking, casually talking to people.
Right.
And like when I got to him, I'm like, man, I told him, I'm like, hey, I'm rewatching Rebels right now, so it's like surreal to hear your voice because your voice is just Ezra. And he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that how Hera and Zeb, how those voice actors they change their voice, but for me, it's just my regular voice. So this is just me. So it was cool to hear him say that. But yeah, I would just walk into the autograph hall, and I don't know if you walked in there and heard him talking to people, but like I
Yeah.
just would just listen to him talk. Like I felt like a stalker, but it just was so cool. Like, bro, it's freaking Ezra just talking about stuff. Like, what?
Yeah, that's wild because like I'm sure like Zev and Hera and all of them they have to change their like they
No,
actually
they
have to
changed
do
it a
voice
lot. Yeah,
acting, you
yeah,
know. So you hear them talking normal, it's like a totally different person. But then
but
if
it's
you're like your
Ezra.
back's turned and you hear Taylor Gray, you're like, wait, what the heck?
Yo, yeah, yeah, man. But this actor in the show, it's some other guy. I forgot his name. So
Does he look right?
yeah, he looks Ezra-ish, so he should be fine.
Okay.
We'll see in the
They should
voice though. The
they should
voice
have
is gonna
Taylor
be.
Gray just dub over him.
I know. I'm sure that would be too complicated to do for like
I
a
know.
whole live action show. That'd be sick though if they did, man. Super sick.
I mean, we're talking Disney.
Yeah.
They could do
So that
anything.
that was the last article I have. So the last thing I have is a new Funko reveal from earlier today. So do you mess with or collect Funko Pops at all?
I do. So I've got quite a bit. I
Oh,
got
I
quite a
see it.
bit.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I
Um,
see it. You got a lot.
I got yeah, and but like I don't have no more space, so now they're just like hiding. Like
Yep, yep.
so I got a few like Moon Knight ones because I'm a big Moon Knight fan. So I got like
Bro, I love Moon Knight.
Khonshu and Moon Knight. I've got I got this one because I had to get this one
Oh yeah, I got that one at
because
Celebration with the sticker. Yeah,
I saw
yeah,
it at GameStop and I was like, bet.
yeah. No, that's a must.
Yeah, so I got like I got Stormtroopers,
Yeah,
Vader, Luke Skywalkers, you name it. I got some Marvels. I got all kinds of stuff. But I'm not buying no more because I'm like, I got no space.
yeah.
I got no more space. Like with all the helmets, I've got like I'm sitting on like 2 or 3 helmets right now that haven't even unboxed. I've got 3 lightsabers here that I haven't even like gotten to yet. I got about 7 or 8 Lego sets I haven't even gotten to yet. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm busting from the seams.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
so,
I know the feeling,
yeah,
man. I know the feeling.
yeah.
So this one they just revealed today. It's available for pre-order. It's GameStop exclusive. So it's
Okay.
from the Clone Wars, Dooku versus
Ooh,
Anakin. So this is the first time we got an animated Dooku Funko Pop. We've had a few Anakins,
yeah.
but like this with their pose and they're on separate bases too. So if you open it up, it's not like one piece stuck together. Like you could
Right.
pose it however you want. But yeah, this dropped today. This is for me is a must cop. I'm gonna grab this for sure.
Oh yeah, that's dope. I don't. Yeah, right. There's no Dooku right now, right?
There's a regular one from Attack of the Clones. It was a while ago, but it's
Okay.
kind of pricey. And they did a Red Blades lightsaber series of him, but both of those are the live action version of Dooku. This is the first one of him animated from Clone Wars.
That makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
So
dope.
yeah, man.
That's dope. I've got a cool. Where is it at? Yeah, check this out. It's from. There we go. So this one right here is
Oh,
The New
oh,
York
you
Comic
got it.
Con one.
Is that with the actual New York sticker?
Yep,
Damn, how'd you get that with the sticker?
I got connections.
Damn. So I was at New
So
York Comic Con, and bro, I couldn't get into the Funko booth, and I think that one sold out quick every day. So I got mine from Amazon, but it's the shared
okay.
sticker. But that one
Ah,
goes for bread, bro. The one with the New York sticker goes for a lot.
oh yeah, yeah. I got a few with the New York sticker. I'd have to, yeah, like this Goku.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah.
So that one's dope. Um, I got I got a few more somewhere with the like I got like the cereal guy. I got the Jimbo Jones. and another one from all New York Comic Con, stuff like that. Actually, the same guy that hooked me up with the
London.
T-shirt from London, he's the one who
Yeah.
hooked me up with these. Yep.
Oh, nice, nice. That's what's up,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yep.
So
So good friend.
that's pretty. Yeah, no, for sure. So that's pretty much
Yeah.
everything that I had. What do you have coming up next on your channel that the people can look forward to?
Yeah, so I'm dropping videos almost every week. And if things get crazy, bi-weekly, but at the minimum bi-weekly, always at least once a week.
Yeah,
Um, I just got tickets for New York Comic Con. So
nice. You going all 4 days?
I'm not. It's sold out before I could get in because of like the
Uh huh.
pre-fan like verification thing. So
Yeah.
I have an account, but before that they opened it up for me to get in. I was only able to get Thursday, Friday. So I'm
Oh,
gonna be
okay.
going out there. Yeah, but it's cool though because my wife, like, she used to live in New York, so we
Mm-hmm.
got a lot of friends and stuff out there. I was traveling to New York like 3 or 4 times a year, like back in the day. So
Yeah.
just go kick it on the weekend out there. So that's gonna be cool. I
Nice.
was trying to go to San Diego, and I'm still trying to figure that out. Just because like tickets wise, trying to see
Mm-hmm.
if I can get in or not because it's sold out. You know what I mean?
Oh
San
yeah,
Diego's
it sold
sold
out
out.
crazy fast.
Um, but because of some of the connections that I have, it's possible that I might be able to still get in. So still trying to figure that out. But yeah, man, I'm dropping videos almost every week. Catch me on there, Instagram, TikTok, the whole nine. That's what I got. That's it right now. I know we got um, Tampa Comic Con's coming up, and then we've got the Miami one,
Yep.
SuperCon.
Yeah. SuperCon is in 2 weeks. It's the end of this month into July.
It's on the
Tampa Bay
30th, right?
Comic Con. Yeah. Tampa Bay Comic Con is the end of
July.
July. Like
Yeah.
25th to the 28th of July or something like that. So yeah,
You
I'll
going
be
to
at
either of
both of those.
those? You'll
Yeah,
be
I'll
at
be at
both.
both of them. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm trying to figure that out. Are you going for SuperCon? Are you going both days, or like
So
multiple days, or
I,
just one
I'm
day?
gonna I'm gonna go Friday for sure. Probably Saturday too. I doubt I'll be there for Sunday because it's
Yep.
those 3 days. But definitely Friday because Ashley Eckstein's gonna be there. So I need her to sign my Rebels poster because she's
Yep.
on there too. So
For
that's the
sure.
main reason I'm gonna make that trip. So, but Tampa Bay, I'll be there all 3 days because it's literally right there next to me.
No, that's dope. Yeah, I mean Tampa is only like an hour 40 minutes for me, so
Yeah, it's right
that's
there.
easy. Miami's further than
I
Tampa
know
for
that's
me,
that's
so
a trip. So yeah, yeah. But I need that Ashley autograph. Unless like I find out last minute Ashley's coming to Tampa, then I might be like, I need to behave and save a little and just wait for her here.
she's
Yeah.
not coming to Tampa though, right?
Nah, but they don't have a lot of guests announced really. So I'm hoping they get last minute people. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be there on Friday for SuperCon. I'm trying to figure out the Tampa situation just because like things going on over here at home, but that's the goal. So that's what I got going on. So
Nice,
Gianni
bro.
V, follow me, check me
Yes,
out
check him out, guys. The link to his channel will be in the description. So thank you again for coming on the show, bro. I appreciate your time.
anytime. It was an honor, and when you asked me, I was like, absolutely, like let's do this.
Yes.
So
Yes.
thank you again. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, guys. So that's it for this episode of Sith Talk. We'll see you guys next week. Peace.